Wouldn't that be dope?
I want a messenger bird so I can just send letters to people. Somebody sends me a
Hawk
text.
would do it.
Somebody sends me a text and I send them back a letter. They're like, "What's up?" And then like 3 hours later, a hawk lands at their window just with a piece of paper. They're like, "What the hell?"
Pecking on
Yeah, and then fucking gives them a thing and it just says, "Sup."
So,
Like,
like, what the fuck?
all right, let's do this thing, shall we?
Yeah.
Better. See? All you got to do is give it one day. If you give it one day in the series, my hands just figure it out. It's the same day for us. I haven't changed clothes. Chris has been sitting here. We've been in the room for like 45 minutes. This is just a different episode, but on a different day. Hi, how's it going? 307 Reacts. I'm Matt. That's Chris.
Yeah.
Home freeze on the screen. It's sea shanty time. I don't have no idea what to expect here. You guys have just been in our comment section just going home free, sea shanty, home free, sea shanty. So that's...
Well, we still have to do the actual sea shanty video. But this one is Skull and Bones. So Skull and Bones...
there's two different ones?
Yeah.
This is how far out of the loop I am?
Yeah.
See?
So
I don't have any idea what's happening.
Is
ever.
a video game that's coming out. And they actually selected... Like, they made a song for the game. And the game trailer uses this song in the game trailer.
Oh, dude, you know what? I've actually heard of Skull and Bones on Game Ranks on that other YouTube channel. Shout out Game Ranks if anyone from Game Ranks is watching, or if you guys subscribe to them. I think, hasn't Skull and Bones been like pushed back for years and years? It's been like a long time.
As far as the history of that game, I have no idea.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Yeah, but it's releasing this year, right? Is that a thing?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, look at that. All right, and Home Free got selected to do music for it. So
yeah.
So
they have another video of them like performing while also showing the trailer for the game, so that we can kind of see how it all fits. So we'll have to check that one out at a different time. But
okay,
we'll
all
definitely
right.
check this one out.
So this is
today.
official. So this is official music for the game, and they just made a
Yes.
lyric video for a song that they wrote for the game.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. See, I'm up to speed. Here we go. It's a good thing. Every once in a while, we have
Shouts
Chris
out to Don, dude.
doing
Don
some
filled me
research.
in
Yeah,
yesterday.
Thank you guys for giving us, because man, if it was just up to me and Chris doing the thing, I would be off on this weird tangent. You guys would be like, you have all the information wrong, and you guys have seen it before. We have videos on our channel where you've seen us like, what's
Just
going on
completely
here?
bomb.
Who's the dude? What's going on? This.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah. So let's get to it, shall we?
get to
All
it.
right, home free. Hog fries, home fries, the fam, what's going on? The boys are on the screen. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The seas forever roll, yo-ho, till I'm naught but skull and bones, yo-ho.
Dude, cool.
This game looks sick.
Dude.
From outcast a kingpin was born upon the sea. There was meant to walk the land, a pirate's life for me. Avast you winding up the sails, don't speak to mutiny. Find yourself a wanton quarter, bottom of the sea. Among the shores of St. Anne
Okay.
to the eastern shores. I'll take my chances on the winds of loot and plunder scores. Our flag, it stands for us alone and no one else around. We owe our honor to the sea and not to any crown. Yo-ho, yo-ho, the seas forever roll. Yo-ho, yo-ho, the winds forever blow. Long after I met Davy Jones, still I'm not but skull and bones. Yo-ho.
Is this like an open world pirate RPG?
It looks like it, yeah.
I think, I've heard things about this game. It's just not, I haven't been following it, right?
Haven't seen any official footage.
Yeah, I haven't really, and like when I'm listening to Game Ranks and stuff at work, my phone's at my desk and I'm just listening. There's gameplay on the screen, but I'm usually doing something else. But, yeah, okay. This is amazing. And if this turns out, then I want to try this out because, dude, this sounds like a lot of fun. Like, yo, you get a crew together, you build a ship, you can go out, you can plunder, all right? You can just go to different islands and like take over, and you can visit different places and giant open world MMO. Like that would be,
Like,
dude. Okay, all right. I'm pretty excited about this.
From at least what it looks like if you guys have ever played Sea of Thieves, it looks like a higher quality Sea of Thieves, which Sea of Thieves is kind of the same deal.
Okay, yeah.
But it's very, very like cartoony. Like your characters look like something out of Family Guy. Like,
Do you have the first person perspective in Sea of Thieves? Or is it like all Overlord style, like Overwatch style or whatever?
I think in Sea of Thieves you can choose.
Can you? Okay, okay.
I know for sure. I remember like doing like gunfights and shit, and that's all in first person. Like when you're driving the ship, it's all third person, so you can actually see what you're doing with the ship.
Yeah. See, I like
or
this.
Actually, no, that's not correct. It is all first person because we have to like Sea of Thieves, depending on the size of your ship. Okay, so you can run up to 4 players in a crew. And if you have the biggest ship possible, you have 3 masts, and they all have 3 sails. So you have to have dudes that set down all the sails, okay, and then you have to turn them into the wind. Right?
Sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So typically the dude who's driving is just driving, and then your other 3 players are running the sails to make sure we're getting the best amount of wind and all that good shit.
Right trajectory.
Then when you're getting ready to dock, right, you have one guy on the anchor, one guy monitoring the sail, right? So typically you'll bring your other 2 sails up, and then you have one sail down, so you're kind of cruising slower.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, we're getting close. You have a guy all spotting, like, all right, yeah, you're almost there. Okay, drop the anchor. And then the one dude will drop the anchor, and then the other dude puts up the sail. Like,
okay.
So it's a very teamwork
yeah.
thing. And I don't know if this is going to be as much teamwork as Sea of Thieves, but
I like the idea of, even if it's not as much teamwork, I like the idea of like piloting your ship and going into battle with other ships, and like, you know, you can steer shit and then like jump off the wheel and go down and like help the crew, like run across the deck and like move cannons and like reload something, or, you know, move supplies. Or I like the idea of this. This is cool. I haven't been in the video game world for quite a while. Tears of the Kingdom, guys. That's it. That's all I have to say. Tears of the Kingdom. I have a Switch. Tears of the Kingdom. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be stuck there for a while because that game is unbelievably large. But
as far as home free, man, that killed it.
Yeah. Sorry. It's hard to. There's a video game thing going on, so this is kind of the clashing of both worlds for us, where we both love video games, so it's hard for us to kind of like talk about both. But dude, it's what this low yo-ho, that like subharmonic yo-ho this entire time, dude, right off the bat.
It's so good.
Really great, man. I mean, and what else is there? It's home free. Like,
man, I really hope that they get with home free, because like typically with these games, now I don't know about this particular one, but for instance, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, when you're on your boat, right, they sing like songs and shit while you're going down.
Yep.
Sea of Thieves, you can kind of do the same thing. You know, and like
start singing shanties.
If they start adding music to the game every time they do updates, I hope they bring home free in for more of those.
That'd be cool, man.
Like that'd be sick.
What a great idea! Like what a better idea to have these groups that already have the knowledge of songwriting and can compose a really good shanty.
And like all those guys would have sang a cappella back in the day anyway. Why not have an a cappella group do it?
Let's keep going.
So me bullies bottoms up, raise the sails and drink with me. Here's to us, live long and long live piracy.
Nice.
Bring around into the white of treasures to be found. A pirate's life and nothing else, to the ship she's going down. Yo-ho,
that low end is nuts.
The seas forever roll. Yo-ho, yo-ho, the waves forever roll. Long after I met Davy Jones, still none but skull and bones. Yo-ho, heave-ho, me hearties, one by one. Heave-ho, me hearties, one by one. A pirate's life until we're done.
I love that. That's cool.
Life until we're done. Heave-ho, me hearties, bring her round. Heave-ho, me hearties, bring her round. A pirate's life for me I found. A pirate's life for me I found. Yo-ho,
That low end is, what is that, dude?
the wings forever go. Long after I met Davy
They were coming into that channel a little hot.
I didn't even notice. Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, they're moving. They're moving. It's fucking me and Chris trying to come in, drop anchor, like, drop the anchor!
Like they're shooting at us. I will beach this bitch, okay? I don't give a fuck.
We're getting off here. This is our stop, dude. That looks pretty good, man.
Dope.
It looks pretty good.
Well, Home Free, you sold me on a video game when it comes out of my happy.
Okay, and then they have the Sea Shanty medley. Okay, so and was this like the Sea Shanty medley? Is that a thing that just came out too? So do we need to put that on for?
It came out like middle of last year.
Oh, so it's been a while.
It's
so
on the list.
It came out when all the other sea shanty shit was making the rounds.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, so this is their most recent thingy. It's just it's just another pirate related kind of thing. I got you. Cool. Well, that kind of turned me on to the game, honestly. Like, if it looks that good and it plays smooth, and I think from what I've heard,
on the soundtrack, dude,
if I'm not mistaken, it's been a highly anticipated game and has been pushed back and delayed for a couple of years now. I think since even before the pandemic. I can't don't mark my words on that, but GameRanks has a review on it, I'm pretty sure, and they brought it up a few times, and I think they're pretty excited to see it come out too. So, and I think they have like 10 million subscribers or something.
Which I understand the frustration of being a player and being like, dude, would you just put it out already? But then the other half of it is they don't want to put out something that's not finished, right? Because Activision has been doing that with Call of Duty. Like, they'll drop a game just fast as fuck, and it's all glitchy as hell, and like,
dude, Cyberpunk, man. Look at Cyberpunk. Look at the mess that was.
If they would have taken another 2 years, it would have been
it would
great.
Be
I mean,
so
it's great now that they fixed it.
Yeah, now that they spent the first year patching it, it's great. But if they would have just taken that year and finished the game instead of releasing it, it would have came out as a whole game. Because another great example, Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition. Hello. Like, it's the same old game. How are you going to make it more broken than it initially was? It was already held together by duct tape and a wing and a prayer, okay? And you made it somehow worse. I don't know how that's possible, but I haven't played it, but I've heard all the stories about it. And it doesn't matter for me. That's what it is. It's like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Yeah. Still San Andreas, baby. Yeah. Like, that game is broken from the start, and that's the way we like it.
and it's broken in all the right ways. Like, some stuff in Cyberpunk, when I played through it the first time, there were some pieces of the game that were broken so bad that you couldn't actually finish the main story.
That was what the big complaint was that there were bugs so bad that people couldn't actually play the game, and it's like, why are you releasing the game if people can't play it?
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully they're taking their time with this. If it has been pushed back as much as I think that I've heard that it has, hopefully they're just taking their time and they're going to release a really good game. Yeah. Especially, I mean, there's a lot to that, right? If you think about making an open world sea exploration game, ocean's pretty big. Yeah. It's like the ocean covers what percentage of the Earth? A lot of it. Like a lot of it, the majority of it.
Here's a question for you. Okay, how many oceans are there?
That I am the wrong person. I would say like 4.
See, I heard a guy on Instagram talk about this, and he changed my mind. I think there's 1. There's different names for different sections.
Well, sure. The ocean's like it's like different countries, right? Like it's just sorted out into different countries, right? Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's one body of water.
One body of water.
It changes temperatures and flows and things like that in certain areas, of course, because of the equator and gravity and the push and pull of the moon and the sun. But yeah, it's the same body of water.
I think I'm going to stand on that hill with that guy. There's only one ocean.
I like that. It's the ocean. It's the ocean. So yeah, making a sea exploration game, I mean, the ocean's big. How big do you want to simulate the ocean being in your game? Because obviously you can't just put in 8,000 miles of blue water between Europe and America or whatever it is. You can't just put that in the game and just like, yeah, you can sail that. That's fine. Games can't. They're just not big enough to do that.
I mean, the nice thing about Sea of Thieves is a pretty big map. And the way that they make the game run is they learned a lot from Minecraft, right?
Where it only loads in sections at a time.
It only loads in sections at a time.
Right.
Now, here's where it does run into a problem. There's also other players. Okay, so I can see farther than what render distance is, right? So, like, I can see the edge of where the water stops. And if there's another player there, I would like to know that they're there. But I also understand in order for the game to run smoothly, that's as far as I can see.
Yeah.
So, like, once you move up further, there's a ship. And sometimes you'll see the ship come in, like, one little section at a time. But, yeah.
And see, that's the thing, too, is, like, even if you wanted to create a game that big, you could do it where I'm sure they would do it, they render certain sections at a time.
Yeah.
But even then, you still have to have all that rendering in memory somewhere. So you got to download those files at the beginning. So that game's going to be a
for sure
1,000 gig file or something like that. I don't know. It's going to be enormous. So, like, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. But, that's why I'm not a game designer and these guys are.
Right.
And I'm excited to see what they come up with and the first initial reactions and reviews. I always like looking forward to that stuff. So
yeah. No,
that was great, though.
Home Free, you sold us, man.
How many times can you say that an a cappella group sold you on a video game? I think that's a first for me.
That
was great.
Yeah.
That was great, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what the game is like when it comes out on release.
Yeah.
And maybe it did already.
For a second, I was like, wait, is this Home Free? This is something way out of the norm for Home Free.
This is like way different. Yeah. That's why at the beginning I was like, there's a video games and music thing going on with us, which is like a weird, it's hard to like, you got to pick one lane here, and it's really tough for us to do that. So we got onto video games for a minute. It's hard to get over to the acapella stuff. Like, anyways, that was fun though. That was fun, man. I'm glad they're kind of getting out of their comfort zone and doing something a little different.
They had a very voice play vibe in this because at one point I was thinking in my head because I'm hearing the different voices come through, and I'm picturing the guys from voice play. And that's where I got confused at first. I was like, wait a minute.
Like, is this Home Free? I was like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's Home Free.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like,
nailed it. I get it, though. I get where you're coming from. 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Excited for the game.
Yeah. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. And we'll see y'all next time.
Got as piratey as I could. You like that? Yeah.
Yeah.